All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sanjay Mattu. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes on actively engaging with individuals, local communities and organizations in fight against COVID-19. Prime Minister Modi to address the nation at 8 this evening to talk about issues related to the outbreak and efforts to combat it. HRD Ministry directs various educational institutions to postpone all examinations till 31st of March. In Maharashtra, 7 candidates including Sharad Pawar and Ramdas Athawale elected unopposed to Rajya Sabha. And Defence Acquisition Council approves procurement of 83 indigenous Tejas fighter aircraft for Indian Air Force. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has emphasized on actively engaging with individuals, local communities and organizations in chalking out mechanisms to fight COVID-19. He also urged officials and technical experts to deliberate on the steps to be taken next. Prime Minister Modi was chairing a high-level meeting last evening in New Delhi to review the ongoing efforts to contain COVID-19. The ways to further strengthen India's preparedness were discussed, including further enhancing testing facilities. The Prime Minister expressed gratitude to all those at the forefront of combating the menace, including various state governments, the medical fraternity, paramedical staff, the army and paramilitary forces, those associated with the aviation sector, municipal staff and others. The Prime Minister will address the nation at 8 this evening to talk about issues relating to COVID-19 and the efforts to combat it. The Ministry of Human Resource Development has directed various bodies, including the University Grants Commission, the All India Council for Technical Education and all autonomous organizations under the ministry, to postpone all examinations till the 31st of March as a precautionary measure. According to an official press release, these steps have been taken to ensure the safety and security of students as also that of teachers and parents. It has also been directed to reschedule all evaluation work after the 31st of March. The ministry has also directed the rescheduling of the IIT Joint Entrance Examination Main as the dates may clash with rescheduled CBSE and other board examinations. The new date of the JEE Main will be announced on the 31st of March after reassessment of the situation. Union HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has appealed to students, teachers and parents not to panic. The Central Board of Secondary Education has postponed all the ongoing board examinations of Class 10 and 12 in view of the coronavirus outbreak. According to an official release, the examinations will be rescheduled after the 31st of March. The Council for the Indian School Certificate Examinations, however, said that all the board examinations will be held as per schedule. The Supreme Court has decided to further restrict its functioning due to the coronavirus pandemic and announced that only 5 benches will function today. According to court officials, only urgent cases which have been directed for listing will be taken up for hearing by the benches. As per the latest data available with the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the number of active COVID-19 cases across India stands at 134. In all, there were 151 cases of the coronavirus in the country, including 126 Indians and 25 foreign nationals. Out of these, 14 people have been discharged after being cured and 3 patients have died. Jammu and Kashmir confirmed its first positive case of coronavirus yesterday. The Union Territory Administration spokesman Rohit Kansal confirmed this in a tweet. The person has a history of foreign travel and had arrived in Kashmir only on the 16th of this month. The patient has been put in an isolation ward and the necessary surveillance in this regard has been started to prevent any spread of the disease to others. 3 more persons tested positive for the coronavirus in the Jhunjhunu district of Rajasthan. They had returned from Italy on the 8th of March. The state government has decided to impose Section 144 in the entire state till the 31st of March. The Rajasthan High Court has also postponed elections in 6 municipal corporations, including Jaipur, which were scheduled to be held on the 5th of April. In its order issued yesterday, the High Court postponed the election for 6 weeks from the 17th of March. More from our correspondent.
Curfew has been imposed in a radius of 1 kilometer around the houses of corona-positive persons in Jhunjhunu. The health department team will start an intensive screening campaign within a radius of 5 kilometers. Passengers arriving by air from abroad will be directly shifted in the hotels near airport. Isolation and other facilities are being developed at all district headquarters with the help of SDRF. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
In the wake of the growing COVID-19 cases in the country, the Health and Family Welfare Ministry has issued an advisory for the people. It focuses on social distancing, hand sanitation, and restriction of mass gatherings with a view to contain the spread of the novel coronavirus. Here's a report.
The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to follow basic protective measures to keep themselves safe from the novel coronavirus. People should avoid participating in large gatherings. If a person is experiencing cough and fever, he or she should avoid close contact with others. People are advised not to touch their eyes, nose and mouth without cleaning their hands. Spitting in public places should be avoided. All persons should practice frequent hand washing with soap and water or use alcohol-based hand rub. Used tissues should be thrown into closed bins immediately after use. In case of fever, difficulty in breathing and cough, a doctor should be consulted immediately. The Health Ministry has issued a toll-free number 1075 for the public for inquiry about coronavirus. It has also issued an email ID ncov2019@gmail.com for any assistance on the pandemic.
Talking to All India Radio in an exclusive talk show, Dr. Madhur Yadav of Lady Hardinge Medical College explained the symptoms of coronavirus infection.
सारे बुखार, सारा छींकना वगैरह जो होता है, ये कोरोना वायरस नहीं। आप अपने निकटतम डॉक्टर को दिखाएं और उससे सलाह लें। जितना कम से कम हो सकता है आप ट्रैवल करें। कोशिश करें कि जब भी आपको छींक आए या आप खांसें तो आप मुंह पर रुमाल रख लें और अपनी कोहनी को फोल्ड करके उसके अंदर आप खांसें या छींकें।
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program tonight, will bring you a discussion as part of the Corona Jagrukta series. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. And post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. In Maharashtra, 7 candidates, including Nationalist Congress Party Chief Sharad Pawar and Union Minister of State for Social Justice Ramdas Athawale, have been elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha. The other elected candidates include BJP's Udayanraje Bhosle and Bhagwat Karad, along with NCP leader and former Maharashtra Minister Fauzia Khan, Shiv Sena's Priyanka Chaturvedi and former Congress MP Rajiv Satab. 6 candidates from Tamil Nadu have been elected unopposed to the upper house. They include 2 from the ruling AIADMK, 1 from its ally the Tamil Manila Congress or TMC, and 3 from the opposition DMK. The prominent candidates who got elected include the former Lok Sabha Deputy Speaker and AIADMK functionary Dr. M. Tambidurai, sitting DMK member in the upper house Trichy Siva, and the former Union Minister and TMC leader G.K. Vasan. In Telangana, K. Keshava Rao and K.R. Suresh Reddy of the ruling Telangana Rashtra Samiti have been elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha. In West Bengal, all 5 candidates were elected unopposed for Rajya Sabha seats from the state. Out of these, 4 belong to the ruling Trinamool Congress and the remaining 1 to an alliance of the opposition Left and Congress. The winning candidates are former Railway Minister Dinesh Trivedi, Subrata Bakshi, Arpita Ghosh and Mausam Benazir Noor, all from the TMC. Former Mayor of Kolkata, Bikash Ranjan Bhattacharya, has won as an alliance candidate of the opposition Left and the Congress. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has listed out the various development schemes taken up by the centre in Jammu and Kashmir. Replying to the discussion on supplementary demands for grants for 2019-20 for the Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh in the Lok Sabha, She said that women have been empowered and 45 lakh beneficiaries under various schemes were given 1,705 crore rupees.
After the 5th of August and since after the bifurcation, that is after 31st October, 45 lakh beneficiaries have got 1,705 crore dispersed through direct benefit transfer to their accounts directly. In this financial year, 60,000 new pension cases have also been covered through the DBT. They will get covered in this coming financial year.
She said that 355 hectares of land shall be brought under high-density apple plantation schemes. The finance minister announced 3 tourist circuits connecting spiritual centres to improve tourism in the area. Later, the House passed the supplementary demands for grants for Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The centre has issued a Gazette notification for the adaptation of 37 central laws in the concurrent list for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The Gazette notification, issued yesterday by the Home Ministry's Department of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh Affairs, will come into force with immediate effect. It contains 37 central laws, including the Representation of People Act, the Real Estate Regulation and Development Act, the Protection of Human Rights Act, the Prevention of Corruption Act, and the Indian Penal Code, among others. The Defence Acquisition Council, or DAC, approved procurement of 83 indigenous Tejas fighter aircraft for the Indian Air Force yesterday. The light combat aircraft Tejas is going to be the backbone of the Indian Air Force in the future. While orders for 40 Tejas aircraft had been placed with HAL in the initial configuration, the DAC has paved the way for procurement of another 83 of the more advanced version of the aircraft from HAL. Our correspondent reports this procurement will be a major boost to Make in India as the aircraft is indigenously designed. The Defence Acquisition Council also accorded approval for acquisition of indigenous defence equipment for about 1,300 crore rupees. In order to improve the nutritional status of the people, the Poshan Abhiyan is being implemented by the central government. It helps children, adolescents, pregnant women and lactating mothers by providing nutritious food. More from our Shillong correspondent.
In Meghalaya, the Poshan Pakwara programs are being held in different parts of the state. This series of programs is being initiated to sensitize the masses as part of the Poshan Pakwara towards adoption of nutritional behaviors and also to improve the nutritional indicators. Anganwadi worker Kharkongor shared her experience.
They are every day coming in my center. Even one day also they will never absent because they like my center so much. So they are so happy to come in my center. And foods we used to give this khichari and atta, suji and this B-grams.
This is Rustam for AIR News, Shillong.
And now for a look at today's newspapers for the major stories, it's over to Abhishek Mukhopadhyay.
Thank you, Sanjay. The first evolving coronavirus situation in the country dominates the front pages in all the papers. PM to address nation today, random tests to include more pneumonia cases, reports the Indian Express. The Tribune quotes a letter by the centre to the states as saying, cut public transport use to prevent spread. The Hindustan Times writes, Parliament steps up vigil, MP with fever sent back. On the political crisis in Madhya Pradesh, the Pioneer quotes the Supreme Court as saying, unshackled 16 rebel MP Congress MLAs to exercise choice. Taking note of the political detentions in Jammu and Kashmir since the abrogation of Article 370, the Tribune reports, are you releasing Omar? Apex Court our centre. The Hindu highlights the government's assurance on the call data records collected by the Department of Telecom. It writes, call data been used to improve quality. And finally, in the face of social isolation in these corona times, the Times of India writes, video calling boom prompts new etiquette, pets on business calls inappropriate, and please dress to impress. And with that, it's back to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Abhishek. That was a look at today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi emphasizes on actively engaging with individuals, local communities and organizations in fight against COVID-19. Prime Minister Modi to address the nation at 8 this evening to talk about issues related to the outbreak and efforts to combat it. HRD Ministry directs various educational institutions to postpone all examinations till the 31st of March. In Maharashtra, 7 candidates including Sharad Pawar and Ramdas Athawale elected unopposed to Rajya Sabha. And Defence Acquisition Council approves procurement of 83 indigenous Tejas fighter aircraft for Indian Air Force. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website, newsonair.com. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.